All right, guys, welcome back to the Two-Halves podcast. I'm Ryan,
I'm Rio.
and we're here to talk about. Honestly, today is just some news, some mainly always Real Madrid. That's what we do here. Real Madrid. That's all we do.
Era
But
Madrid.
it's not going to be actually, I think, all we necessarily do. Actually, no. Most of the news today is still just Real Madrid, just not just like hey post-match reaction.
Yeah.
I guess the first thing that we should talk about, the big news that nobody saw coming. I mean, there was rumors in the beginning of the summer that he was thinking about leaving, and I didn't believe it. I was thinking, hell no, there's no way we're letting him go. It's too early. He still got so much left to give, and he left. Casemiro, man,
Casemiro left.
what a legend he was.
He won so much, and he's been the heart of this midfield. And this he's had one hell of a career at Madrid.
Bro, it was when I saw the first rumors that like, oh, Casemiro, excuse me, is thinking about leaving. There's entrance from Manchester United. I was like, yeah, okay. And Manchester United, not in the position they're in. Casemiro's not gonna do that. But then the rumors started taking like some truth. People were like, "Oh no, he's considering it. Like the board has let him know, whatever he wants to do, he wants to do." And then there was news about like, "Oh, Ancelotti saying like, I respect your decision, whatever you want, but I would prefer if you stayed." And then I was thinking like, "Wait, why are people talking like he's actually leaving? What's going on here?"
Yeah.
And then it happens, and then it was 70 mil, I believe, plus like add-ons, and I'm like, well, you know what? For that price, that's not bad, you know. And
Why not? Why not?
yeah, and forget the price, right? Like, we all know Real Madrid. We're cutthroat. Once you reach the age of 30, if you're not performing still at your peak, we're already thinking about when we're gonna let you go. And Casemiro is still performing peak. So I believe he still had at least 2 more years with us, at least. But
Yeah.
on his part, you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm sad, but I think it was a perfect time. You know what I mean? He still has a lot left to give to whatever team he wants to go to next. He's already won absolutely everything with Real Madrid. You know, like the man wants a challenge, and to go to Manchester United, that is a challenge. That is a hard challenge. He knows exactly what he's getting into there.
That's a very hard challenge, and that's he deserves a lot of respect for that. And
No, exactly.
I wish him all the best. I mean, they have a pretty good team. I just hope they can, make it work. Did you watch the game, their last game, the one against Liverpool?
Of Manchester United against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did, bro. That was amazing.
Really hell of a game.
What did I think? Oh, dude, I was shocked. I was expecting to see Liverpool run laps around Man United, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing them make chances, and I'm thinking like, holy crap, this game should be like 1-2 up Man United already. Like, what is Liverpool doing? And then Jadon Sancho. I've been a big fan of Jadon Sancho because in the Bundesliga, Dortmund's my favorite team. So I used to watch Sancho, kill it there. So when he went to Man United, I was thinking like, oh, this kid's amazing. He's going to do great. He's going to add so much to the team. And to see him flop, I was so sad. But that goal that he made was pure Sancho right there. It was class, man. He saw exactly what was happening. Defender was going in for the block, fake shot it. And what I love even more is that it was not just, was it Trent that he made fall to the ground? I can't remember, but Allison also thought that he was shooting, so he dove for the ball. He switches to the left, and then you see, was it Bruno Fernandes, I believe, because I think Sancho almost thought about passing to him, but you just see Bruno Fernandes in the replay going, no, shoot, and it just opens up for Sancho. There's just a one shot, and it's the most easiest shot you've ever seen. There's nothing special about the shot that he takes. He just, with the inside of his foot, just shoots it straight, and it goes right in. There's a perfect open hole, and I'm just thinking, like, did he just do that to the defense of Liverpool?
Yeah.
That
was crazy. Van Dijk had a horrible game. He was making mistakes left and right.
Yeah, no, there was something about the defense with Liverpool that day that just they
did not click.
No, yeah, honestly, and I mean, good for Man United. You know, it's just so crazy because with how trash Man United is, they're still on. They're still above Liverpool in the table. Right now, they're still above Liverpool in the table. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on in the Premier League right now. I have no idea. But it is the under, like you said, it's the whole underdogs. Everybody, bro. Leeds United, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest is even killing it, right? Like,
I think we're going to have a season similar to the Leicester season, but
I like that.
With Man City winning, because Man City is not flopping like the rest. But if
Man City, I'm sorry, I don't know why I heard Man United. I was like, excuse me.
No.
Okay.
but I have a feeling that they'll have a very surprising top four. It will be very, very surprising. Like some of those big teams.
Yeah.
Like imagine if Liverpool doesn't make it to top four. Like that type of surprise.
I couldn't see that happening.
It's very strange, especially because one thing that people don't really think about is, mathematically speaking, the amount of points that is required to win the season. It is a cap. It is a closed system, so everybody can get some of those points. If everybody else has those points, you can't get them. You can't get them. You can't win. You can't get them. You can't get to a certain point.
No, and it's true.
It's not about how how you played, but the rest of the teams in the league, they were playing so much better and so well, and they got a lot of points. They didn't leave you any.
Yeah, no. Right now, some of these games that they're losing points against, like, it's gonna matter later on. You know what I mean?
It will.
It 100% will. Like, Chelsea losing to Leeds, Man City not winning against Newcastle, Liverpool losing to Man United, like, and then
I should have lost that game too.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you see the new guy that Newcastle got, Alexander Isak?
Oh yeah, bro, from Real Sociedad. I did not see that coming.
I did not see that one coming either. But now imagine him and Saint Maxim.
You think so?
Oh man, it's scary.
Here's the thing, right? Like, Alan St. Maxim, I feel like, alongside Alexander Isak, they're not bad players, but what I felt like they've always been were inconsistent players, right?
True.
So when I used to watch Alan St. Maxim the last couple years, and like, I loved him. I thought he was like really good, but he would disappear some games. Yeah, and I feel like Alexander Isak is the exact same way. Sometimes he's on fire. He makes some amazing goals. And then I feel like some other games, he's just atrocious. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? He like, you know? So,
yeah, I get what you mean.
But, I mean, listen, St. Maxim destroyed Liverpool.
He did.
Not Liverpool, Man City, sorry. Tore through the defense. He just always on that left side. It was always creating opportunities. So if he can continue doing that, great. He's going to help Newcastle get that extra high on the table in the season. But they need that same consistency with St. Maxim. And so I feel like Newcastle's all about consistency at this point. As long as their players can just play at the same level, then they're going to continue on. You know? Because they don't have You know what they have, and it's funny because like their whole thing right now is trying to not buy all-star superstars, right? Like they're not trying to do that. They're trying to spend their money wisely. But you know what they have? They have their own Galacticos, but instead of there being all-star superstars, they're a Galacticos of like, I don't want to be disrespectful to any of these players, but like,
Okay.
oh god, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to call them, like they're class players, but they're not world class. They're inconsistent class, sometimes world class players. You know what I mean? That's what they all are. The only player I feel like on their team, and I've talked about this with my uncle, is a Bruno Guimaraes. I always forget how to say his last name. Right? He's incredible. He's easily the best player on their team. But like,
what position does
midfield.
Oh, midfield.
I think he's a defensive midfielder. There was actually rumors once we had Casemiro leave that we were gonna go for Bruno. But Bruno's, I don't think, leaving Newcastle, and we didn't go for him because he's a defensive midfielder just like Casemiro, also Brazilian.
Nice.
But so.
Nice. Oh, I had a question for you.
What's up?
I forgot the question. But it's so true. I forgot.
So we definitely went off the rails here a little bit. Again, this is definitely a more open podcast. This episode is definitely more of an open podcast to talk about soccer. I mean, Casemiro gone. We're gonna miss him. He won. I had it here. I forget where it was. 5 championships, I think. How many La Ligas did he win? Not as many as I thought he did.
Who? Casemiro?
Yeah.
Oh no, we did not win a lot of those. He probably has 3.
Yeah. I think that's what I read. Yeah, that he only won like 3, which is wild when you think about it, considering all the Champions Leagues that he won. Right?
I think he won one under Mourinho, one under Zidane, and one under Ancelotti, if I'm not mistaken. Because we really didn't care about that. We really were going for the Champions League.
Yeah, so
that's what we wanted.
The Cruz, Casemiro, Modric era from 2015 to 2022 won 4 Champions League, 3 in a row. 3 La Ligas, 3 UEFA Cups, 3 Club World Cups, and 3 Super Copas. And they never lost a final that they started in for Real Madrid. 9 finals, 9 wins. That's
savage. That is so savage.
I will.
Do you remember when everybody was asking, "Oh, we need to break up that midfield," and Zidane was no, do not touch my team. Don't touch my team. My team is fine. I don't need players. I don't need to get rid of players. Even the people who's warming the bench. Even Mariano, he has a spot in the team. Thank you very much. And he was right. And Mariano did win his trophies.
Because I'm sure he added so much more to the offense.
Well, I remember he pressed pretty heavily at the end of games.
I mean, no, that's true. He did press.
He pressed. He doesn't press the most, there is a smart way to press and there is pressing, He just presses. He just runs at defenses, not coordinating with other players.
Yeah, hold on a second. Because what I'm trying to look up right now is the letters that Cruz and Modric wrote Casemiro. You know what? This whole episode is just basically Casemiro podcast. Honestly, is what we need to do right now. Because we're talking. This is all Casemiro, and I had other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I want to talk about this right here too. Because those letters that they wrote to him, right? It broke my heart reading them. It really did. Not just the fact that, obviously what it means that they left, but the fact that, these look like handwritten letters. I mean, they're on a computer, but it's written out like a letter. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
read
yeah.
you. I'm gonna read you Luka Modric right now. Okay.
Mm.
His farewell letter to Casemiro. Dear Case, I still remember your debut with our club. You were too nervous. I asked you to be calm, and now I think about it and see how it turned out. What you've achieved, it was only my first season, and neither of us could imagine what happened. You have become a real leader. You have been for your teammates and for Real Madrid. We will always remember it. We have won a lot together, but I keep the moments that nobody sees. With the day-to-day work in Valdebebas, and especially with the jokes, because you have always been in a good mood, even in the moments of tension or when they were failures. Those laughs with you gave me peace of mind, just like looking back and seeing you, knowing there was going to be a lot of niega niega. You've been the best bodyguard in the world. I'm gonna miss you, but I wish you the best, and it is what a professional and a person like you deserve. Thanks for everything. Good luck, friend. Luka Modric.
Yeah, it's so
Um,
sweet.
and then hold on. Cruz's
It's,
letter says a little bit shorter. With you, my dear Case, it was impossible not to break to sweat into any situation, or wanting to let your new colleagues know, because because with you even the Turkish bath was a gym, and you only allow people to lie down when it's time to do sit-ups. I'm going to miss you as an exemplary professional, as a top player, as a fighter who saved me several times, but above all as a good person. We've made history, man. What a legendary era. Now our paths separate, but our friendship remains, I assure you. I wish you the best. See you soon. Good luck. Your Tony. Bro, what other players have you ever seen write like this, like love letter
yeah.
to like they like even the oh god, bro, help me here, the Barcelona trio, Iniesta, Xavi, and
And Busquets.
yeah, like even them, I don't remember them being this sentimental with each other when they
No,
broke up.
well, yeah.
Like I mean, they were sentimental, right? They were sad, but you didn't see them writing these like letters to each other in the public.
The reason why is because they never left. They all retired
Yeah, that's true.
from
No,
the
that's
team,
true.
or
Yeah.
yeah. So no one really left. Like
I mean, regardless,
Busquets is still playing. Iniesta retired. Xavi retired.
and now
So
Xavi is actually
he's back.
coaching.
And
That's wild.
I think that this trio will go down as the best midfield trio that has ever played the game. Like I really think so because
I don't think that's a hot take
um,
either.
the only other trio that can compare would be Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, but they did not win the way we won. They did not win as much as we won. And I think that a lot of our generation will remember
Oh
this
yeah,
Madrid
no, 100%.
better than.
I mean, I'm trying to look at right now some old trios. There was Rivaldo, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho. That was an amazing trio. That Brazil.
Yeah.
Alfredo Di Stefano, Francisco Gento, and Ferenc Puskas. That was
Oh,
great.
that sounds so savage.
That was yeah. I think that was when we last won the three. Together they won 3 European Cups. And to this day remains the only player to win 6 European Cups, Gento. Yeah, no, I
Gento,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, there was David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, and Paul Scholes. I remember
Yeah,
that.
English boys.
Oh yeah, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Neymar. Although they weren't, I mean,
They
these
did a
aren't
lot.
midfield,
They
right?
did a lot.
There was Bale,
But
Benzema, Ronaldo, but they weren't a midfield either.
yeah, so there's usually not a midfield trio like that because it's hard to find good midfielders. You will find one, but you won't find two. You'll find two, but you won't find three. To find three, it's rare. And I don't think I remember any big midfield trios apart from the ones from Barcelona.
Yeah, it is not. Like I said, it's not a hot take to say best midfield trio. It's not. Without
Yeah,
all their accolades that they've won, I'm sorry, but like, if you want to talk about facts, we've got the facts. If you want to talk about nostalgia, we've got nostalgia. If you want to talk about uh, individual skill, each one of them, each one of them. I mean, all right. Besides Modric, each one of them have won a World Cup. And Modric almost won a World Cup. He didn't win a World Cup, but what did he win? Best player of that World Cup.
True.
And his team didn't even win. So, at the end of the day, it's just like, it's hard to truly argue, like, oh no, maybe somebody else is better. No, I'm sorry, you can't. With everything that they've done, you just can't. So, and now whether Real Madrid tries to recapture that midfield with Tchouaméni, we'll see, because, I just don't know if we could replicate it. We might have to try to find something new.
I think we don't need to replicate. I think we just need to have a new team. It's like their time has ended, and now it's gonna be something different. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because even though this trio won so much, but I must, we have to admit, this wasn't the fastest trio around. This wasn't the fastest midfield around. This was a very slow midfield, and we struggle a lot for that. I don't know if you remember the Champions League final against Chelsea. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't the final. It was in the semis against Chelsea. Oh man, they literally ran overran us.
N'Golo Kante, especially, I remember that. Yeah,
they could run. It's like we can't run. So there's still room for improvement, and I think that the way we're trying to set it up now, it's an improvement, and I think it's a step in the right direction with
100%
speed, strength, and stamina, and natural athletes. Just natural athletes, like with Valverde, Tchouaméni, and then Camavinga. These are amazing athletes. Athletes.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
that's true.
Yeah, and it's like you said, end of an era. It really is. It's so sad to see it happen, but at the end of the day, thank you, Casemiro, for everything. Right? Honestly, it's sad to see him go, but it's also exciting to see what the future has in store.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think for this podcast here we're good, right? What do you think?
Yep.
All right. Well, then again, this has been the Two-Halves podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm Rio.
A la Madrid.
A la Madrid.